Guys, let's be real for a sec. What's one thing you've done on a date that you thought was smooth but totally backfired? Drop it in the comments. I'll share mine if you share yours. Welcome to Stoicism Tribe. Today I'm pulling back the curtain on something 99% of men miss. A set of subtle, powerful moves that women absolutely crave but rarely admit. These aren't your typical dating hacks. These are psychological triggers, grounded in science and timeless Stoic wisdom, that make you unforgettable. Imagine sparking attraction that lingers long after you've left the room, not by chasing or trying harder, but by understanding what truly connects with women on a deep, emotional level. Here's the deal. Most guys think looks, money, or smooth talk are the key to winning women over. But the truth, it's not about any of that. It's about small, intentional actions that tap into a woman's subconscious desires, things she feels but doesn't always say. Today, I'm sharing 7 hidden secrets that will shift how women see you, making you stand out from the crowd. Stick around because the final secret is a game changer that'll rewire how you think about attraction forever. Before we dive in, if you're serious about leveling up your game, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. So, you never miss these life-changing insights. Let's jump into it. Secret number 1, the subtle power of non-sexual touch picture. You're on a date, the vibe is electric and the conversation's flowing. She's smiling, laughing, and everything feels perfect. But then, crickets. You text her afterward and she's distant. What went wrong? Most guys lean too hard on words, thinking a great conversation seals the deal. But here's the secret women won't tell you. Connection isn't just verbal. It's emotional and physical. One of the most overlooked ways to build that bridge? Subtle, intentional touch before intimacy. I'm not talking about anything pushy or inappropriate. I'm talking about a gentle, meaningful gesture, like a light touch on her arm during a laugh or a brief hand on her shoulder when you're sharing a moment. These small acts create emotional depth that words alone can't. Why does this work? For women, true intimacy starts with feeling safe, seen, and connected. A thoughtful touch says, "I'm here, I'm present, and I care about you." It's not about technique, it's about intention. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Be present. Pay attention to her cues. If she leans in or mirrors your touch, you're building something real." Most men miss this, stuck in the 99% who rely on charm or looks alone. But the 1%, they get it. They know a single, well-timed touch can create a connection that lingers. So next time you're with a woman, don't just talk. Connect with intention. Secret number 2, flirting with confidence, not desperation. Let's talk flirting, but not the cheesy, try-hard kind. Most guys mess this up. They either go overboard, coming off as pushy, or they hold back, afraid of saying the wrong thing. Here's the truth. Women love flirting when it's done right, with confidence, subtlety, and respect. Good flirting is like a dance. It's playful, light, and never forced. Instead of generic compliments like, "You're so beautiful," try a teasing, fun vibe. For example, if she mentions loving sushi, you might say, "Sushi, huh? I bet you've never tried my secret recipe. You're not ready for it." It's a playful challenge that sparks curiosity without seeking approval. Here's the key. Flirt because you're enjoying the moment, not because you're trying to win her over. A Stoic man doesn't chase validation. He's grounded, present, and comfortable in his own skin. Your eye contact, smirk, or a well-timed pause often says more than words ever could. Women are drawn to men who exude quiet confidence, not desperation. So, ask yourself, are you flirting to impress or are you flirting because you're genuinely in the moment? Master this mindset, and you'll see attraction shift in your favor. Secret number 3, the magic of touching her hair at the right moment. This one's a game changer most men overlook, touching her hair. Done right, this small gesture can spark a powerful, emotional connection. Done wrong, it feels awkward or intrusive. What's the difference? Timing and intention. The scalp is packed with nerve endings, making it a deeply sensitive area. A gentle, confident touch, like brushing a strand of hair from her face, can send a message. I'm present. I see you. I'm tuned into you. But this isn't a move you pull out of nowhere. It works when there's already warmth, chemistry, and comfort in the air. Imagine this. You're mid-conversation, she laughs, and a strand of hair falls across her cheek. You reach out slowly and confidently and tuck it behind her ear. That single act done with presence speaks louder than any compliment. But if the vibe isn't there, don't force it. Stoicism teaches emotional restraint and intelligence. As Epictetus said, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Observe her signals. If she leans in or her eyes linger, that's your moment. Master this, and you'll create a connection she won't forget. Secret number 4. The hand on her back, a subtle signal of leadership. This one seems small, but it's a powerhouse. A confident, brief hand on her lower back as you guide her through a crowd or into a room speaks volumes. It's not about dominance. It's about presence, leadership, and protection. Why does this work? It signals, I'm aware, I'm in. Control, I've got you. Women respond to subtle, instinctual cues that show you're grounded and capable. But here's where guys trip up. They overthink it, hesitate, or make it feel stiff. The key is to keep it effortless and brief. Picture this: you're walking to a restaurant. As you open the door, your hand lightly rests on her lower back for a moment, guiding her inside. That simple touch communicates purpose and care without a word. From a Stoic lens, this is about self-mastery. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." A Stoic man leads naturally, not to impress, but because it's who he is. Master this move, and you'll stand out as a man who makes women feel secure. Secret. 5. Being her protector in the smallest ways. Being a protector doesn't mean playing superhero. Women today are strong and independent, they don't need saving. But they do crave a man who makes them feel safe through small, consistent actions. It's in the little things, walking on the street side of the sidewalk, noticing her body language, and adjusting to her comfort, or staying calmly aware of your surroundings. These aren't loud gestures, they're subtle signals of strength and awareness. Why does this work? It taps into a primal desire for security without being overbearing. A woman feels your presence when you show quiet strength, not ego. Stoicism teaches us to act with responsibility, not for applause. As Seneca said, there is no enjoying the possession of anything valuable unless one has someone to share it with. Your grounded support builds trust, and trust is the foundation of attraction. Next time you're with a woman, notice the small ways you can show you've got her back. She'll feel it, and she'll remember it. Secret number 6. The dream trigger. Sparking. Emotional curiosity. Here's a subtle move that's pure gold. Casually mention, I had a dream about you the other night. Don't elaborate unless she asks. Let her curiosity do the work. Why is this powerful? Dreams are uncontrollable, tied to the subconscious, making this feel authentic and intriguing. It plants a seed. Why was I in his dream? That question alone sparks emotional depth and makes her feel special without being obvious. This aligns with Stoic philosophy. Less is more. A Stoic man doesn't over-explain or seek validation. He creates space for connection to grow naturally. Use this sparingly when the vibe is right, and watch how she leans in, eager to know more. Secret number 7. The primal pull of a well-groomed beard. Last but not least, let's talk about the silent power of a well-groomed beard. It's not just a style choice. It's a psychological trigger. Studies show bearded men are often perceived as stronger, more mature, and more protective, tapping into deep evolutionary instincts tied to leadership and resilience. But here's the catch. It's not about any beard. A wild, unkempt one screams neglect. A clean, intentional beard says, I'm disciplined, I take care of myself, I'm in control. This mirrors Stoic values of self-mastery and patience. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Your appearance reflects your inner discipline. A well-shaped beard also enhances your features, framing your face, sharpening your jawline, and drawing attention. It's a subtle signal of masculinity and purpose that women notice even if they don't say it. Bringing it all together. The power of presence. These 7 secrets: subtle touch, confident flirting, hair touches, guiding her with a hand on her back, being her protector, the dream trigger, and a well-groomed beard, aren't just tricks. They're tools to build emotional depth, trust, and attraction. The key? Presence. Don't force these moves. Let them flow naturally from self-awareness and confidence. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we control: our actions, our mindset, our presence. When you embody these qualities, you don't just attract women, you become a better man. These habits elevate every part of your life, from relationships to personal growth. So here's the challenge. Will you stay in the 99% who miss these subtle truths? Or will you step into the 1% who understand what makes a man magnetic? Start small. Pay attention to the moment. Let your actions speak louder than words.